You call it research, but yeah, basically,
Yep. The
and finding
ostensible
out,
research.
yeah, right, finding out that's complete bullshit. The whole thing is crap, and
The
I don't know
whole
where the fuck these so-called experts that are working for 25 bucks an hour are. And as I said, I think I know where they are. They're in India and other third world countries where that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And you would think that that would be basically a good thing in the long run if they actually were experts, but of
Well,
course, you're saying basically
I'm
they
not
are
saying they're
not.
not. Well, I'm not saying they're not experts. I'm saying they're not the top. They're not
They're
the
not the
experts
top
that you really
experts.
want. What you really need for what they're trying to accomplish, which is, they want AI to be the best of the best, right? This is supposed to be the best thing ever. You gotta train with the best of the best if you want to be the best of the best. And they're
You
simply
would
not doing
think.
that. Not even close. Not even close to
Right.
doing that.
But then again,
So,
you have to realize that the consumers that they're aiming at are people like
oh, they have
me.
no clue. They have no clue. That's right. The people that are selling it to have no freaking idea. They're like, oh yeah, we believe you. You have any experts trained, of course. PhD. They show the qualifications. He's got to have PhD. He's got to have this, that, the other thing. They're like, that looks great. They must be experts, but it's really not. I don't know. It's just mine's one experience too. It could be that I'm way off base here, and there's tons of experts out there that are working for 25 bucks an hour or whatever it is training these AIs. I'm the only one that said that's
Hey,
bullshit.
I'm
But
working for $17.95 an hour
right,
personally.
right, I know, and I probably sound like an asshole here talking about how little money 25 bucks an hour. So I apologize to all the people out there who think I sound like an asshole for saying 25 bucks an hour is not very much money.
Well,
But
that's nice of you to apologize to people to whom
yeah,
I wanted to talk a little bit about appearing like an asshole. I had a situation happen this morning where I was talking to somebody and they were saying, well, make sure you include me. And I was like, you know what? We can be proactive. You could actually start something up. And the guy was like really reactive. And so I wrote to him later. I texted him. And then we started
yeah.
texting back and forth. And it was all about basically how I was being the asshole and that
Oh
I
boy.
made this other person feel bad.
Oh
And I
shit.
was like,
Fuck.
yeah, and now you're making me feel bad. And maybe we just need to practice the pause and not react to each other, but rather respond to each other, right? Have you considered that maybe what we need to really be doing is to and I think that's what you're doing in your writing on everyday nonsense, is you're really responding at depth to some of these really ridiculous situations we're running into with our technology, right? What was
Well,
the
it's
other thing you
intelligent
were
nonsense.
talking about recently?
It's intelligent nonsense, but thanks, Hal. And everyday nonsense, whatever. Intelligent nonsense is the name of the publication, just to clarify.
What did
But
I
yeah, I just
call it?
broke my
What did
axe.
I call it?
You call
I'm
it
sorry.
everyday nonsense, which it kind of is that too. So I just broke my axe. This is by the way, this is a $200 axe I just fucking broke, and I'm so pissed about it. God. Anyways,
What are you doing with that axe out there anyway?
this is one of
Careful with
my
that
exercise.
axe. Eh?
I throw it. This is how I get my
Oh,
frustrations
axe
out.
throwing. Okay, okay, gotcha. And that's your
Hatchet. Actually,
target out
hatchets.
there?
I just broke one. I think
Oh, you
I'm
got another
done.
one? You got
Yeah, I
another
got
one?
more. Oh, I got a bunch more. I think I'm done. Actually, it's not obviously it's not my day.
We used to throw hatchets at the stump at the powder magazine for a while. I don't know if they stopped that or not. We used to
The old
love
school,
doing
the
that. Yeah,
old
in
fashioned hatchets.
Williamsburg, we had these old-fashioned hatchets.
Right.
We'd throw that, and then
Sure.
we also would occasionally try to blast June bugs into that stump with our muskets. Load a June
Nice.
bug down on
What's
the
it like to
blank
shoot? What's it
charge.
like to shoot a musket? Hell, what's it like to shoot a musket? Like how
It's a
powerful is it?
lot of fun. They're basically you got to bite. You got a cartridge, right? It's a paper cartridge, and you got to have two
Yeah.
good teeth, upper and lower, to bite open the cartridge. Okay,
Okay.
so that's one of your requirements as a soldier, and you got to be able to do this 4 times a minute. Okay,
Now back then
bite
that was a
open the
tough requirement,
cartridge.
right? People had wooden teeth back then, so it was probably not not everybody could make
Exactly,
it.
exactly. So you got to bite open the cartridge, and then once you do that, you prime the pan, which is on the side of the gun next to the touch hole, right? And you close the
Yeah.
frizzen cover over top of that, right? And the frizzen has a projection off the top that the flint is going to strike to make the sparks. They're going to set off that powder. Then you take the musket, turn around, throw the rest of the charge down the muzzle, and because it's a smooth bore, you can do this really rapidly. And you just jam the ramrod down once firmly, return the ramrod, pick up the damn gun, and fire it into whatever direction you want to fire
Well,
it. And
how
if
much
you're
are they
50
back?
yards, if you're beyond 50 yards out, there's very little chance of hitting a man-sized target because it's
How much
smooth
kick are
bore.
we talking? Like
Oh,
how explosive is how much force?
have you ever fired a 12 gauge shotgun?
I've fired a shotgun, yes.
That's about it. I mean, we're talking
Okay.
about a
Well, that's
69 caliber ball and a 75 caliber bore,
okay.
so it'll slip
Now,
down
don't they?
easy.
But don't they blow up sometimes? Like they kill you? They blow up in your face and shit, or is that pretty much
Well,
they pretty much
a
figured that
properly
problem out?
made, they were pretty standardized. The Brown Bess muskets the British used, the Charleville muskets the French were supplying, and they probably wouldn't blow up on you. But my father wrote an article about this colonel in the Virginia artillery who built a wooden cannon. His
A
name
wooden
was
cannon.
Ohiki O'Reilly, or
Okay. Oh,
Doohickey
hickey.
O'Reilly for short. So
Huh.
Doohickey built this wooden cannon,
You'd be able to do
and
hickey.
he was going to try to fire it at Lord Dunmore's forces, and nobody else would get near the damn thing. It was more of a mortar,
Wooden. All
Anyway,
right.
it blew up and killed him.
Is
So
that the
that's where
order?
you get. What does that do, Hickey?
Seriously, is that where you get that from? No way. That's not where you get it from. Is it really?
I don't
Are you
know.
serious?
Well, I'm
I
serious
wouldn't be
about
surprised.
the story of
I wouldn't be
Doohickey O'Reilly.
surprised.
Yeah. Who
Where do
would
you get
make
that?
that up?
Nobody. That's funny. Especially a name like that, Roohickey, Doohickey,
Doohickey. Hickey. It was actually
Doohickey,
Irish.
O'Hickey.
It's got an
Ah,
apostrophe D apostrophe O apostrophe Hickey. So Doohickey
you're
or
already making me
Doohickey.
feel better, Hal, with your stories here. By the way,
Well, you
I
start
saw,
throwing hatchets. I'm going to start talking about what I know about it,
I
and
saw a
that's
lot of your
about it.
stories about your dad. You've been posting a lot about your dad recently. I saw, which
Actually,
I'm
yeah,
sorry
I
about
did.
his passing.
I did. So, yeah, so the anniversary. We're about
Yeah.
2 hours at this very second. We're 2 hours from the 2 year anniversary of him breathing
Well,
his last, and he was released, is the way I look at it. And I love that. I love the fact he was released from suffering. And the old man used to wake himself up from a dead sleep telling himself jokes in his dreams, and he'd wake himself up laughing at them.
that's good. That sounds like
Such
something
was a
I would
good
do.
spirit. Yeah,
Yeah, that's something
exactly.
I would do.
I think it's a sign of intelligence to have a sense of humor,
Yeah,
right?
oh, for sure.
And
No
we've been
doubt.
talking a lot about the sense of humor we need in this world to be able to
He's,
endure it. If you've got any intelligence at all, otherwise you just sort of lose your mind. Anyway, I don't
yeah.
want to. You said you don't want to go there. You don't want to get all
Oh, it just,
riled
I
up.
mean, it's not that I don't want to go there. I'm really sick of thinking about it, and I'm
And
frustrated beyond
everyone
belief.
is, and that's the point.
Can't do anything about
They want to get you to
it. Yeah.
shut the fuck up. Well, can't do anything about it. We are all
Yeah.
doing something
Well, I'm doing
about
what I
it.
can. I'm doing what I can, but
Yeah.
not much.
Well,
Not much.
I'm controlling the universe, and I'm doing a really bad job of it.
Right. For sure. You're fucking it up big time. Start
Well,
over.
have you ever heard that thing about different people see different worlds?
I've heard that, and I believe it. They probably do.
Because it's our perspective, right? I measure everything from where
Yes,
I
for
am,
sure.
and I've
Oh
got
yeah, of
these
course.
lenses, and I've got this distorted, limited view because of the dent of
Oh
not
yeah.
having a full range of
Yeah.
electromagnetic spectrum that I can observe.
Yes.
And I've got a
Very
filter.
scientific. Very
I'm,
scientific. Yes,
it's what?
you do. I said that's very scientific of you, Hal. Yes, that is true.
And it's fucked
You do
up,
have a
man,
filter.
because that means I can't trust anything.
Oh, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that.
I don't
Just means
trust.
everybody's
I have real
everything's a little.
problem. I have real
Let's
problems
try.
with trust. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody does.
And it's largely because I'm aware I don't know for sure. So I'm kind of navigating like I'm spacewalking.
Yeah. Well, one thing you know is if someone tells you they do know for sure, don't trust them. That's what I think.
Well,
That's one thing you know for sure.
I'll tell you one other thing. I wore myself out walking. I did over 19,000 steps yesterday just in the damn store. They had me come back
Yep.
in to help close, and
Wow.
pushing a wet mop
So, you,
around the floor. Hard
so do you
work.
wear one of those bands, like a Fitbit or something, one of those bands? Like, how do you know
No, I
you got
just
all these
have my
steps?
phone in my pocket. My phone
I see
measures
the
my
phone.
steps. Yeah. I
I
don't
see.
need that. It's I want to get this stuff embedded in me.
Right. Yes.
I don't want to have
And
to
become
carry
immortal.
anything.
And become immortal. And become immortal,
Also,
right? We were talking about that last time.
well, yeah, I want an exoskeleton.
Next was yeah.
Why not? We have the
What
technology.
about
We can make him better than he was.
there?
You ever see the $6 Million Man?
Yes, the six
You're
million
old
dollar
enough.
man. Yes,
You
I'm
probably
not old
saw the
enough, but I did see it.
reruns.
I
Yeah.
have seen it. Unfortunately, terrible show. Good concept. Awful, awful show, man. God, so
Awful
boring.
execution.
Jesus Christ, so
Production
dull.
values.
I mean, it just was like, what in the hell? Like watching fucking paint dry.
whenever whenever he supposedly ran at 60 miles an hour, they slowed it down and made that funny
everything,
noise with it.
everything was drawn out. Those shows back then were so boring. You ever go back and try to watch a show of the 70s and 80s, how fucking boring it is and stupid. It's just like, it's unbelievable. Like the Love Boat or some shit like that.
Well, you
When
know
I was a
what?
kid, I thought that shit was hilarious. I was laughing at shit, the Love Boat. That was like the dumbest thing ever.
You know, during my first marriage, we made a habit of watching the Lawrence Welk show together. You remember that
Oh
one?
God, no, I don't. Thank God about that old.
Yeah, I think my ex-wife wrote in Myron Florin, his accordion player, for the president. Would have made a much
Accordion
better
player,
president. Yeah,
probably.
Myron Florin, man, he was the
And you know
shit
you're going
on
back in time
accordion.
when you got an accordion player in your band,
He
or the
was
fight,
like
of
a
course.
major feature in Lawrence Welk's show. That's great.
Wow, headliner.
You never know what we're going to get up to. So, what's on your mind? Let's let you have the subject.
I feel like I'm not doing anything. I feel kind of a little bit useless at the moment. I'm in a waiting game with everything, and it's just and right
Oh,
now is the worst time to be in a waiting game because
the new
everything is
venture,
so
right?
shitty. Yeah, the
And
venture or ventures and everything is like I'm not
nobody's
doing
got
anything.
an incentive to give you what you need, huh?
No, and the thing is too, it's like this is the worst time because there's just so much crap going on, and I'm not distracted at all, so I can focus on all the crap. So it's making me so angry and so upset about everything. I don't have anything to take my mind off it. So it's a really
Well,
shitty situation to be in, of course,
we could
in
go
a lot of
back to
ways.
talking about Doohickey Arundel.
That's true. And I have it. It's a beautiful beach. I mean, on a freaking Tuesday, whatever it is, in the middle of the day, so I guess I can't complain too much. I shouldn't complain. If people would kill for this, many people would kill to be here right now. But they can still complain, of course, because I'm human. so,
And complaining is an
so
art form. When I was in the historic trades department, man, those tradesmen, they loved to complain. They had figured everything out, and everything the administration of the foundation was doing wrong, they could
I
identify.
see.
It was
And they knew how to
it,
fix it.
we knew how to
Or no,
fix
just how
it.
to
We
fix
knew it would never get fixed, and we just bitched and moaned till the cows came home. It was a big art form, and
it.
I love those guys. So, man, I look back at it. A friend of mine, let me get this one in here. Mark Berninghausen. He was a former carpenter there, where they made houses like from scratch. They'd go
Okay.
out in the forest and cut the trees down
Like,
and pit saw
like
and
what,
get all the timbers, and they do the whole thing.
like what the
And
Amish would do. It's kind of an Amish feel.
oh, very much so. And the Amish, hats off to the Amish. But anyhow,
Yeah.
so we were doing it also in colonial costume. And then these guys got together. Went down for a visit. He's a beekeeper up in the northeast somewhere, I think now. But he went
Yeah.
down there, and the guy who got him started in beekeeping had been our brickmaker and a cooper, and he had been everything. Actually, this guy
Now, what
Lou.
is a Cooper? What does a Cooper do
A
exactly?
cooper makes any type of, like, they look like casks, barrels, containers of that
I see.
kind, hogsheads.
I see.
They're all a
Like the
barrel
kind
is
of.
a specific size, but you're talking
I
about
see.
maker basically. He's going to split
Got it.
staves, get them together, and it's amazing how fast they can do it. We had a
Yeah.
couple of guys who had learned their craft over at the Whitbread Brewery. You remember Whitbread Ale from England?
I
And they came
don't
over to
know.
Williamsburg to ply the trade as an 18th century would be done. Both George and his brother Jim. Jim's still alive. George has passed. But anyway, Lou worked with them. And when they all got together recently, all these ex tradesmen, not all of them, but a fair
Uh-huh.
number, and there's a photograph of them all together. And
Now these
Lou,
tradesmen, but just to be clear, the tradesmen are replica tradesmen of the actual tradesmen of the time.
of the
But they're
18th
not actual.
century, right?
Correct. Yes, they're
Historic
not actual.
Trades Preservation.
It's,
No, they
they're
serve a
right.
function.
Well, they are. They were tradesmen, but I mean, it's a replication. The idea was they were playing the
Yeah.
role of a tradesman, yeah, which I find hilarious and
And they're
absolutely awesome.
and actually doing it. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
doing
man,
it
that's
for
awesome,
real.
dude.
It's not like it's
I
fake.
love it,
So
and they're getting
yeah,
paid for it
right,
somehow.
exactly. And one of the things they got going too, I have to sidebar this one. Let me tell you about Lou first. He started out as
Yeah.
high school as the drummer for the militia before there was a fife and drum corps. So he was like the very first drummer. I got an
I
opportunity to
see.
play with him when we were at the Colonial Virginia versus Colonial New England lawn bowling tournament in 1983. I'll get back.
Ah,
Okay.
ah.
So Lou is this really cool dude, right? And then
Well,
he
I'm
would
bowling.
like was the initial brick maker. He would stand inside of this barrel in the mud and make
Uh,
bricks and molds, you know. And we never really got it right until we did some scientific work on that later. But
uh,
anyway, Mark said that Lou was the only one he really recognized right off that he still looked like himself, minus three
never know.
fingers that he lost at a table saw accident recently. And Lou's response to having lost three fingers was like, "Oh well."
I had, I had in eighth grade. Took a shop class, and the guy's name, the teacher, his name was Mr.
Yeah,
Dunkel, and he only had three fingers on both hands because he lost with the other two, and that's like two thumbs.
same reason. You got to be careful with
I
that
don't know. He
stuff.
never said. I never
You,
asked, and he never
oh,
said
really?
why, what happened,
You
but
know,
yeah,
one of
no, he
my
never.
very good friends there was a master musical instrument maker. He makes spinet harpsichords from scratch. But he was
Wow.
missing one pinky because it got caught in a router. And after that, there's nothing could be
Oh Jesus.
attached.
Oh God, Jesus, Al, come on.
Just sprays out.
Hi, dude. God.
Anyway, we love that stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
When you're a
The
tradesman,
gorier, the
you get
better.
used to it. Like kind of like this old
Yeah.
mold I used to use that would cast pewter candlesticks. I have a couple of them on this over here. They're on the end of that mantle out there. I'm pointing to them. No, I
All
put my
right.
hand away so you can see 'em.
I can't. I can't see,
Anyway,
but
oh, you can't see them. I'm going to get close up,
well,
and
I
you
can't see
can't see
anyways
them
now
because
because
you're
I'm.
not on the
Yeah.
phone.
I won't.
But I'm going to
Yeah.
show them to our audience. I got to get
Yeah.
up off my butt.
My camera's still on though, right? You can still see what I'm seeing or
Yeah, I
whatever.
see what you're seeing.
Okay.
Yeah. So these
All right.
people are seeing a pair of pewter candlesticks. Now we had a mold that made this part of it here up to the base, separate one for the base. You had to sort of fuse them together. They the mold leaked. You held it together with a couple of pieces of angle iron. We didn't have a proper
All right.
clamp for it. And I told Doc, "Hey, they gotta do something about this." He said, "Well, you know, I used to have a Mustang you had to hold in third gear, so get used to it."
Yeah.
It's
Right.
leaking molten pewter onto you if you're not careful. Molten pewter is not that hot, so it's not like getting molten brass on you
Yes.
like Johnny Tremaine or something. You ever read Johnny Tremaine or know what I'm talking
John,
about?
Johnny Tremaine. It
Yeah, it was
feels
a book.
familiar to me.
It was a
It feels
fiction
familiar.
book that was very popular when I was a kid about a young
Uh,
man who was like in Paul Revere's shop.
the
And he
Simpsons. I think the
accidentally,
Simpsons referenced it one time. That's why I know it.
okay, he accidentally poured molten silver on his hand, which kind of fucked his hand up. Anyway,
Ouch.
yeah, that's
Did
not
you ever
good.
have to read? Remember that? Do you remember the story about the old John Henry? John Henry died with a hammer in his hand.
Oh, sure.
You ever read that real
Sure.
school? You did? Yeah. I tell other people they have no clue what I'm talking about. John
John
Henry.
Henry, yeah, man, he was a
Yeah.
steel driving man.
He went head to head with the freaking thing, whatever, and
The
he lost.
steel
He had a
hammer
heart attack. He
with a
won.
steam
He had a heart
hammer.
attack.
Oh, yeah,
And he had a heart attack at
he
10.
beat it, but he had a heart attack. Yeah,
It's
that's
such a
kind of like the
depressing story.
Paul Bunyan story was like that too. You know Paul Bunyan and his
Yeah.
blue ox, babe.
Yes, of course. Yes. But he never had a heart attack. He died like old John
No, not
Henry
like
did.
John Henry.
And then it's an
No,
allegory for the modern age of man versus machine. And, man might win, but in the end, man loses. I really
well,
like it as
no,
an allegory for it. It's an
you know,
allegory for the modern age.
I
AI
was,
being the machine, John Henry being man.
that's exactly the point at which the historic trades represents is up to that point of handcrafts
Yeah.
going out of style because of automation. It
Yeah.
was first with weavers, and then you get with the steam engines and coal
Yeah.
mining and all that stuff that's happening in England in the 1700s. And the ripple effects go out, and here we are. Um,
Yeah.
it's transformed. It wasn't too different for the guys in the 1700s than it was in Rome.
No, it
They hadn't
wasn't.
made that much technological progress. But
I
then
love that
suddenly you
transformer.
get that you put
Right? Yeah.
two and two together and start cooperating and collaborating, and then boom. And then you get antibiotics. Let's talk about phages. Let's talk about biology,
Yeah.
and the ability to survive childhood illnesses to allow
Yeah. Big deal.
8.3 billion of us to be here now.
Yeah, that's a lot. Probably about 8 billion too many.
Well, when you
I
think
take
with
it.
all the
I kid.
minds we have, and most of our
I kid.
minds are pretty sharp, right? If
Hey,
they're
good. Yeah.
properly
Well,
educated.
our minds, yes, mostly. I don't know about
Education,
that, but
yeah, use
maybe
music
some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that we could do much better than we're doing right now. I'm
I'm sure we could.
really
Yes.
optimistic about the future for our, and I want to be a good ancestor for those to come. By the way,
You're not. I'm not so optimistic, Hal. I got to tell you. I'm not
well, if
as
not, then
optimistic as
I'm
you.
not going to be part of the problem because I'm going to expire by the time I'm 92. Did I tell you I met with my financial analyst recently, and he says
You
I'm going to
didn't know.
expire at 92? You know, they
Yeah, he
use
did. Huh?
actuarial tables or whatever. So Lib's
Hey,
going to live to 94. I'm going to live to 92. So now I know.
and how did he figure that out? Based on what did he figure that out on? Based on your health profile or something, or his statistics?
Probably everything given together. If they could take all the data about you, like how old your
Yeah.
parents are and where they're
Right.
at. You know, my dad lived to
Yeah.
91, so I'll probably make it to 92. I'm going to try to best him, you know,
Right.
always trying
All
to
right.
best dad. I actually got published about, think I was younger than he was when he was first published, but he helped. So I got to,
Yeah.
that was a translation
His name.
of the
You see,
gun
you sail on
fact.
his name.
What's
I
that?
see. You used his name. You used his name to help you get in the with the crowd, with the whatever it is, conservationist crowd.
Yeah, exactly. I was helped to translate the gun factory in the Journal of Historical Arms Making Technology. It
Wow,
was
that has got a big. That's got a huge circulation. I imagine of at least 10 people. It's sort of like intelligent, sort of like my publication, intelligent
Do you
nonsense.
have
It's probably got
any
more. It's probably bigger.
idea? You got
It's
to
probably
think
bigger.
about this. A number of
Right?
people who are interested in the preservation of particularly making flintlock weapons and going out and hunting with them.
You
Now,
have an entire journal dedicated to it. It's
the
unbelievable to me.
master gunsmith, Wallace Gusler, he was a guy who started that trade in Williamsburg. He actually did a lot of his research with a Ouija board to contact dead gun makers.
Why? I gotta get into this business, dude. Science sucks. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. I want to do that. A Ouija board. What
Yeah.
concentration sodium chloride should I use in this solution? That's a Ouija board. 15 millimolar. Way to go, Ouija board. I love it, dude.
That's kind of like using AI, right?
I
And
guess.
you, like that
Yeah. I
disembodied
guess.
spirit of Inky.
Yes. Right. Yes. Who's about to jump in the car? Oh, you got to see this. Let me show you this. I can show you. Inky. Okay. So Inky, my dog, is a really, really big and powerful dog,
I
right?
have a green screen from you right now.
So, all right, hold on, hold on. Just give me a sec. Let me see if I can get this thing squared away. Give me 1 second here.
Okay.
I gotta get me. I
By
don't
the
want to let him
way,
jump in the car yet.
for our guests, I've got the everyday junglist on from
Uh,
Tijuana,
uh,
Mexico,
uh,
and he's going to be showing us something besides the green screen
Something
we're
funny.
seeing now.
I'm gonna show you something funny in a second here because my dog Inky is a big dog. He's a
Yeah,
very healthy dog. He's a Kangal, and they're known for to be fierce and ferocious and all that other stuff. And
Tangled.
so he would think that when he gets into the car, he's only got to jump up like 6 inches, right, to get into the car. And he would think, oh, for a big, strong dog like Inky, that's no problem at all. But wait till you see, he also happens to be the world's greatest actor. Because
Here
you're
it
about to
comes.
see, you're about to see. So, am I pointing at the dog? Can you see the dog or are you seeing me?
I see the
I don't want
dog.
you to the camera.
See the dog.
All right, now watch. Now watch him go. Now watch him go up in the hand. Now he's probably not going to do it this time. He's probably be all smart about it. Okay, all right, he didn't do it. Well, no, of course not. Of course, always lies and screw it up. Good job, Inky. You screwed me up. Normally, he knew I was trying to get some sort of. He knew it. He knew it, and he screwed me. Way to go. Anyways, the point was, normally he is a very strong dog and he can easily do things like that, but he's got this acting streak where everything that he doesn't want to do, he pretends is super duper hard. And he's really good at acting. Like the easiest of tasks are just impossible to do, like moving 2 feet or jumping up 6 inches for a gigantic strong dog like him. It's almost impossible. But in any case, he's pretty frustrating sometimes. But he's a good
Maximum
dog.
bite force. Hey,
Biggest and strongest bite force in all the animal kingdom, or all animal kingdom of all dogs, I should say, of all
I,
dogs. Not all the animal kingdom, no.
no, I
I'm
actually
trying to
don't
like.
know the bite force of many things, but I expect some sharks have pretty good bite force.
Oh yeah, I don't actually don't know what the strongest bite force in the whole animal kingdom actually is. I have no clue.
We should
Well, it
look
could
it
be
up. We
shark or
could
something.
use AI to find out.
Maybe not.
It's been expertly trained at $25 an hour.
Sorry, man. You got me.
Yeah, it's okay. We're
I
cool.
just started the car here, so
Got
I
the
get to
air
look at my.
conditioning.
How do you know?
Well, you
It's
need it.
hot
You're
out here.
hot there. I can tell it's warm.
Yeah.
Here it
Yeah,
is getting down in the 30s tonight in DC.
is it really?
Yeah, that's it. That's what they tell me. I've got a little stuff here I can burn. Oh, I don't want to show my knee. But there are some things that AI can do that I like.
We can do some things, yes.
Yeah,
That is
I
true.
did this. I'll show it to you, or show it to the guests so you can see. I'm looking at your radio right now. Your radio knob.
Yeah, I
I
had
did
looking for
this
my
thing.
mount to my phone, but I don't know where the heck it is. The dog's probably ate it. Or something. I don't know where the heck it is.
Yeah, this is a image that I took out of the window, and then I ran it through AI, and it made this sort of Japanese print looking thing. Lynn liked it so much she had it framed.
Cool. What
So
was the
I
prompt
like
that you
that.
used? Did you use
I
a
can show
particular
you
prompt?
around a little bit. We got calming waves burning here. Lynn
What
loves
was the prompt?
angels. Huh?
Curious, Hal. What was the prompt that you used to get that particular output?
Oh, this is a grok. I just ran
Right,
it
but
through
what did
grok
you
a few
what did you
times.
tell Grok? Did you tell Grok to do something? Did you give it a prompt,
No, I
or
just
you
let grok
no,
do whatever the hell it wanted, and this is what it wanted to do. And it
do
looks,
what you want to do, Grok? Go for it.
yeah. I
Rock it
think
out.
I don't really remember because I'm not
I see.
because it's not a creative work, right? It's just basically a
Well, why do you
trick.
say that?
It's a
That's
trick.
not true. I
Now
disagree. I
this,
think it's creative. I think I used to say that AI could not make art, and I don't think that's the case actually because anything really can make art, and it's really in the eye of the beholder and how you define it and all that sort of things. I don't like
now
the
I'm
ascription of I don't like the anthropomorphism that happens with people with that kind of thing, but I don't know.
now this is actually a painting by Bill White of Williamsburg, who was or is now the acting director of historic Jamestown on the federal property where they
Yeah.
found or Jamestown rediscovery, whatever they call that. But he's done really well. He was my Fife instructor when I was a kid. He was the adult Fife leader. That's a
What kind
painting
of leader?
by one of my
Ice
art
leader. Wait,
professors. Hmm?
he was a what leader? Ice leader? What?
Fife. I play the fife, right?
Oh, the fight. He was the fight
Yeah,
leader.
Bill had started as a fifer in the
Yeah, the
fife and
fight
drum
leader.
corps, and
I
when
see.
he just happened to be the man at the right place at the right time, he was going to be a
Huh.
candle maker. And then they came to him and said, "Well, would you like to help with the fife and drum as a young adult when he was in college?"
Uh-huh.
And he just
Yeah,
kept on
yeah.
doing that. He rose to be the
How could,
senior
how could you
vice
say no?
president of publications. He's got like Emmys to his credit now.
How
And
could
then
you
he
ever
went
say no
on
to
to be
that
a
offer?
professor.
Would you like?
What's that?
How could you say no? How could you ever say no to that offer? Would you like to be the head of the fife and drum corps? Of course, you got to say
Well,
yes.
he was the assistant. He was the assistant music master when I joined in '74, and he was all of maybe 26 years old at the time. No, not even that. God, I was
Assistant.
11, and I think Bill is like 18 years older than me, maybe, not even that. So he was really young,
You know,
but
you can
he
tell how
seemed to
old someone
us
is
to be
by
such an
how much they
adult.
talk about the past.
What?
I found it interesting that you can tell how old someone is generally by how often they talk about the past instead of the present and the future.
Yeah,
Isn't
I'm
that
very
weird?
old. I talk
I
about
guess
the
if there's
past
more
all
of
the
it.
time because
Probably
there's
because there's
more
more of it.
past than there is future.
You're right. Yeah, isn't that weird though? I find that very, very weird.
My
Very interesting.
future is, like I said, 29 years and I'm out of here.
You're gonna be immortal, dude. You got the exoskeleton coming. That's what I heard.
Oh, thank you. I hope so. And I, I am, all of the work I'm doing right now is trying to provide AI with sufficient information that it can recreate me and
Yeah,
simulate
I think
me
that's right.
into the
You download
future.
your brain. Right, you want
Yeah.
to download your brain into the computer. Yes. Live on forever
So,
as a robotic
I
Galileo.
do like the idea of having server farms in space.
Server farms in space. Okay.
Haven't
Where
you
you
heard about
reside.
that? What?
I've not necessarily heard about it. Maybe I don't know exactly. No, maybe not.
Elon Musk, man. He's going to do
Sounds
this.
like a good
He's
idea.
going to
What's
put
the
this
advantage of having the server farms in space? What's
cooling.
the advantage?
Cooling.
Oh, for cooling. Yeah, that's pretty cool up there. Yeah, makes sense.
Mhm.
Makes a
Yeah, I'm
lot of sense.
happy with the idea. I guess you do have to keep them behind something because I guess it's on the one side of the moon, it's really, really hot. On the other side, it's
Yeah.
really, really cold.
Well, the problem they're gonna have is with meteorite, meteorites and such too, destroying them all the time. That's the other issue they're gonna run into.
Yeah, it
But
needs
I'm sure they figure out a
shielding.
way around
Yeah,
it.
probably needs shielding
Yeah.
of some form.
Anyhow, plus
Micro,
radiation. It's ridiculous.
micro mesh.
Radiation.
I know that they're planning on putting, like space power plants up and things like that too. Grab
Oh
solar
yeah,
power. Build
they've
us
been
a
planning on that
Dyson
planning on
sphere.
that since the 1960s. They were planning on that in the '60s also, and having colonies on the moon by 1982. They're planning on lots of things.
Colonies on the moon. You know, casinos are a good idea. We could put casinos on the moon. And now I'm ripping off 30 Rock. There was an episode, we talked about the $6 million man earlier. And there was an
Hell, I gotta go,
episode
man.
where you got to go.
I just got home.
We're
I gotta hit the
wrapping
road.
this one. We'll pick it up
You hear
from
me?
there
Yeah.
later. Good? Good to go? Are we out here? All
Yeah.
right. Turning it off. Thanks for joining
Dog.
us, folks.
Stop.
Enjoy the rest of
Slobber
your
on me.
day. And if you have questions about what the hell was that, you can just ask
Are you
us.
talking about me? Yeah. That's right. Right. See you, man. Sorry about that. The
Yeah, it's
rough
been
ending there.
fun.
Just edit all that out. Delete that part out.
No, we're not. We never delete
We'll talk
anything.
again. Later, dude.
Keep it all. Out of here.